What's up, guys? Norm from Chino's Rod and Custom. Just want to do like a bench update, quick update on what I'm doing, and do a quick mail call. So really, since I finished the muscular dystrophy build, I didn't have a build that I had committed to yet, which any of you guys who watch my channel know basically every build that's on there has been a group build, which the first two I tried, failed miserably. The muscular dystrophy build is the first one I actually got through. So I'm doing a build right now just for the fun of it, just to kind of try some things, and also just to build with no real like timeline, just kind of go at my pace and do what I want to do. So what I did is my mother-in-law bought me this for my last birthday last year. It's the 57 Ford hardtop from AMT, and it's basically just was a re-release of an older kit, so it's a older tooling. But I'll show you guys where I got started. So I kind of looked at it. I had, you guys, those of you who've seen my shop card or have my shop card, that you know I built the 57 Del Rio, so I kind of want to do a little something different with this one. So I'll show you what I started. So this one actually has a custom kit. You know, it comes with like different bumpers and all different things. So I kind of like the way that these headlights looked. So what I did is I started on this kit by basically starting with the body, which needs a lot of work. But what I did is I went ahead and I did the dual headlights like the 58 Chevy. I went with the custom roll pan. But as you guys can see, a lot of the work I'm having to do, it was terrible. The plastic's really thin, so it was warped. It just did not fit well at all. So I've got some Tamiya putty on here that I filled in kind of the gaps with, and then I've gone back with some spot putty to kind of continue to fill the gaps. All along where the headlight buckets fit up against the body, it was terrible. I filled that in with basically CA glue, and then sanded it down, and then went over it with Tamiya putty and basically sanded almost all of that out. And so there's that. It comes with these ridges here. Apparently the 57 on this version had peaks here that chrome trim. Supposed to be chrome trim, but even in the box art it's not. So I don't want to say that it's tooling that's so terrible that the fender is actually unaligned. It actually sits lower here. You can see the primer line here where between the high and the low spot. So basically I knew filling it was going to cause a lot of issues, so what I did is I just sanded it down to make it a lot lower. It'll still have a ridge, but it'll be a little bit lower. But what I did to combat that is the hood has a hood ornament that's normally here, so I went ahead and shaved that to make it smooth. So when it's laying here, it'll be completely smooth. And so instead of having your sight kind of brought to that hood ornament and that being the kind of eye line that draws your eye to the front of the car, it'll be this little ridge here, but it's more rounded over and smooth. So it'll be kind of like a subtle body thing. This side, same basic thing, kind of fit issues. But this one I filled in with Tamiya putty. It seems to be filling just a lot better. It seems to fit a lot better that way. If you guys look in here, I know the grill's going to cover it, but if you look at these gaps, like you look at right here, this gap where the two pieces meet, and then you look at this side, and just how terrible that gap is. Luckily the grill will cover it. I was going to try and drill the grill out or do a custom one, but after seeing how terrible that fit is, I think I'm not going to. And then this kit of course comes with already opening doors, so it'll have open doors. I'm going to detail out the interior a little bit. I went ahead and tried to knock down some of the mold lines back here because they were just atrocious. As you guys can maybe see here, there's like a lot of flashing along the edges and stuff. I went with the roll pan. If you look right there in the license plate holder, here you can see there's a gap right there in the bottom. That gap went all the way across here. So as you can see, I'm trying to fill that in and smooth that out. I'm hoping that the license plate that I put there will kind of cover that. But I'm thinking I might have to go back in and fix that. But essentially that's as far as I've gotten. I got the rear end kind of glued together, but I mean even this, I mean if you look at this, guys, I mean it's just terrible. I mean look at that, how it's unaligned and just so much flash. And I mean there's really no detail to the front of the leaf springs, but the back of the springs have, you know, like spring pockets, or the shackles are lifted. I mean the edges of the axle tube don't line up. That's gonna have to be trimmed. Kind of not really super happy with the kit, but I'm doing it just for me just to build it. So however it turns out. So the color combo that I have picked out for this is, if I can find it. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so I'm gonna do acrylic black, so flat black. It'll be flat black, matte. The AB pillars, they're gonna be chromed, and then the roof is going to be. I'm gonna try. I've never tried this before. I've read some places where you can do it. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna attempt to lace pattern the roof with this Craftsmart color that I found called Pink Tourmaline. Just because, I mean, it looks really cool as a color. I mean, it's got some flake in it a little bit. So I was gonna try and pattern this out with, so the whole car will be flat black. This will be a white base put down on the roof, and then I'm gonna lace it out, and then I'm gonna put black, like thinned out black down for the lace. I'm gonna try a couple of drops of this Pink Tourmaline and some aqua gloss, just a couple of drops to see if I can thin it like a candy, basically make my own candy with it. Of course, I'm gonna try it on a spoon just to see if I'm gonna just do like a black pinstripe on a white spoon, and then try and mix up the Pink Tourmaline with the Alclad lacquer to see, or well, it's not lacquer, it's aqua gloss, it's water based, but see if I can make a candy. If it works, then that's how I'm gonna do the roof. If it doesn't work, then I'm just going to shoot this Pink Tourmaline with I'm gonna shoot that over the top. Then I'm gonna shoot a coat of this Macro Pearl, this Pearl X Macro Pearl, float it in this aqua gloss, and then 4 coats of the aqua gloss over the top of that. So it'll have like a pink flake. So it'll be a bright pink flake with a flat black. And then I was going to go with the stock Steelies, but for some reason I washed them, cleaned them, dried them, let them dry for a couple days, and then I shot primer on them, and for some reason the primer bubbled up on them after I washed them and dried them. They were in a Rubbermaid container, so there was no dust, at least as far as I know. If there was, it was very minimal. But it still bubbled up, so I don't know what's going on with that. So I have a mold that I made quite a long time ago of some deep dish and regular dish steel wheels that I think I might cast some resin steel wheels and primer those and see if they come out better, just because they're steel wheels. But I think it'll look good. The steel wheels on white walls lowered down, so it'll be kind of like a door slammer, like a tail dragger, if you will. The flat black with the pink, the bright pink, and then the engine block is going to be the same pink because the engine bay will be the black. And then I wanted the steel wheels to be the pink, so it'll be the black with the wheels on the roof just popping. And then the engine. So I'm not sure how detailed an engine might get yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to wire it or not. It really just kind of depends on how well it goes together. But we'll see. But the other thing I want to do today, guys, was I don't know how many of you guys follow or what groups you follow on Facebook, or if you're on Facebook or anything like that. There's a group on Facebook I follow called The Model Hut. Those are familiar. I know a couple of guys on here do, Mr. Mini Dreams, a couple other guys. I know you guys do. Anyway, so Brian Buster, the guy who kind of was the original admin for The Model Hut, started a website called The Sales Shack. Well, he has his own forum called The Model Hut, which I highly suggest you guys go over there. It's themodelhut.com. Sign up for the forum boards. A lot of cool builds and stuff going on over there. But there's the Sales Shack. And the Sales Shack, literally, he sells everything from wire distributors, his own custom line, Buster's Custom Paints, which are acrylic lacquer paints, which from all the reviews I've read are amazing. The only reason I don't have any is I just don't have the money yet, but I definitely will be getting some. And he's got his Buster stash, which are his private stash of harder to find model kits. And then he's just got regular kits, all kinds of kits for ridiculous prices. Everything from open box but closed bag, to parts kits, to completely stock sealed kits. And guys, I gotta tell you, I mean, just some of the things that I've gotten over the last few days. I mean, I've got this ZL1 kit that I got because I want to take the engine and wheels from this to put into this kit, the 55 Chevy stepside pickup. So it's going to have the bigger ZL1, those custom wheels. It'll have the LS engine, possibly the Camaro seats, depending on how well they fit. Go from there. So I've got those two kits. I paid $10 a piece for factory sealed kits, mind you. This kit was $10. It's which I bought originally with the 55 because I was gonna take the engine, not realizing that this is actually a curbside kit. It's a 125 Sherman kit is curbside, so I didn't know about that. So I bought those 3 kits, guys, $10 a piece. I mean, ridiculous pricing. He's got wheels, custom wheels. Let's see, where did I put that? Oh, duh. All right, guys, here they are. Down the way. So they're from Brian Hyman. SeeTheCellShack.net. Just down the way there. But I mean, custom distributors with boots, pre-wired. I mean, $6. Ridiculous pricing. I mean, not bad. I mean, pretty average price-wise for those, but I mean, you really can't beat it when you can buy everything together. I mean, I've spent all well and told probably like $35. I've got 3 kits. I got a distributor. I'm able to kit bash with brand new kits because they're that cheap. So if you guys get a chance, I highly recommend you check out that site. It's amazing the stuff that he offers, the stuff that he has. I mean, I think today I was on there, he's got 58 pages of kits right now. Like I said, everything you could possibly think you would want to build, he's probably got. You can search through the kits by name and things like that. So just check it out, guys. Highly recommend it. But anyway, just wanted to throw down a video where I was at, what I was doing. Keep building for me. And then as soon as I finish up this kit, I'll kind of see where I'm at, where I'm going. If there's any group builds that are coming up at that time, I may try and jump back in, get back into the group build. But for right now, guys, I'm just kind of doing this one for me to, you know, get back into the flow of, you know, more mellow, kind of free from time constraints type build, and do some things with paint, stuff I've never tried, but things I've wanted to try, things I've seen. So anyway, guys, that's an update for me and stuff. So appreciate it, guys. Oh, and Jeff, appreciate it, brother. I know I won that second raffle over the weekend. My phone was dead. I didn't get it fixed till this morning, so I wasn't able to go and check and see. I didn't know I'd won. I did shoot you an email, brother. So thanks so much for hosting that giveaway, bro. That was great. That was awesome. I appreciate that very much. Shot you an email. So I'm excited to see what I got coming, brother. And just know I'm gonna do it justice. Whatever I get, I'm gonna build it to the best of my abilities. But anyway, guys, again, that's just an update for me, what I got going on. So everybody keep building, having fun, keep putting out kick-ass builds, and see you on the flip side.